Hello everyone, let's jump right into another real-time edit. Today I got this Black Skimmer flying head-on at me in the fog. So first thing I'm going to do is kind of even out the wing tips here. It looks a little too far, so I'll back off of that a little bit. So obviously you can see I clipped the wingtip on the one side because this bird flew right at me. So I'm just going to embrace it being a close shot and make the clip a little bit more purposeful. So it's on both sides, and I'm actually going to kind of level it out with the beak there, and then use the center crop to make sure it's perfectly centered. Also, I guess I kind of like it maybe a little bit more space above. Yeah, that feels better. All right, so let's see. Let's add some contrast here. I think I'm going to just use dehaze to kind of cut through the fog on the bird itself. I just want the background to go just straight high key. So I'll just punch these whites up, but I don't want to lose detail on the feathers there. So something like that seems pretty good, and then I'll clean it up a little bit more in Photoshop. So I'll jump into Photoshop right now. All right, so I don't see anything to clone to start out with. So I guess I'll just get started with some curves adjustment layers here. So step one is I want to completely blow out that background and make this thing pure white all around. That means it got a little too light in some other areas, and I need to just watch the, yeah, see, I lost a lot of wing stuff there. So need to back off that a little bit. And this is going to be tough because I don't want it to be, I don't want it to look gray like that. So got to think about how to do this. Let me see if I can get a selection working on just that somehow. If I go really low. I don't know if that's going to do it. Let's see. Yeah, it kind of did it. There we go. Sweet. All right, so that was just a color range selection. And so it did make those feathers look a little bit dark. So I'm just going to kind of put some of that lightning in there just to kind of fade them up a little bit. And then let's see if the same thing happened on this side. Actually looks like it stayed pretty clean on that side. But it does look like I didn't get pure white over there. So I'm just going to do another curves adjustment layer. And then really just paint that in over here. There we go. Now we're getting to pure white. You can see some of that kind of blue fading away there. Easy to select the top. Just use the magic wand. Oops. And just make sure I got a nice clean white background everywhere. There we go. All right. So the blacks are a little bit too washed out for me right there. So also kind of cool that you can see the wet like water drops and from the fog on his head. So the nice thing with something like this now, right? So I want to dodge this part a little bit. I don't have to be accurate at all because if it goes onto the background's already pure white. So I'm not going to see any like, haloing or anything like that. I do want to exaggerate these water drops on the head. So I'm just going to add a little bit of contrast up there, paint that in there. And then I want to make the eyes stand out a little bit more like the catch lights on them. Something like that. And then again, I can see I'm losing a little bit of contrast on the blacks in here, just kind of washing out a little bit. Probably part of that's just due to shooting through fog. But especially this side, look how kind of weak that is there. So just another curves adjustment layer with the black point moved darker, and I'll just kind of paint that in where I want it. I think I did another one here. Yeah, there we go. And that should about do it. Oh, you know what? The black on the nails there, the talons. No, I'm just kidding. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So nice contrast. Got rid of that kind of haze. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So just a nice high key head-on flight shot of a black skimmer flying right at me. So let me jump back into Lightroom and show you the before and after on that. There's the total before. Look at that difference. Right? Pretty sweet. Nice, and it's all just dark and foggy and hazy. So I probably should have exposed that a little bit lighter to begin with, but no problem to bring it up and give a nice final image there. Thanks for watching. If you want to learn more about how I do this, I have online mentorships. You can sign up for an ongoing thing to work with me, or you can always just do one remote session. Those things are totally available. Best place is to just go to rayhennessy.com, hit the workshops menu, and then you can either do online workshops to check out the remote training sessions or hit the mentorships. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll have another one soon.